Welcome back. All right, Tethras, what we got going on here?
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
I don't even want to think about how many lives were lost on that mountaintop.
A lot of good men and women didn't make it out of there. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it.
Get out of
Bad
there.
for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
It's pure luck that I escaped.
Good luck or bad? You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky... that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle. Need something?
I've read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Carry on.
Here we go. This is what I wanted to do. The audio is a little funky. Okay, cool. Confirm.
Need something?
I've read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a...
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
What happened to the mage who destroyed the Kirkwall Chantry? The book never said.
He fled Kirkwall with the mages from the Circle. Stayed with them a while, but he had to move on. Somehow a lot of mages blamed him for making them live as fugitives. I don't know where he is now, and I don't want to know.
In the book you say that first enchanter Orsino turned himself into a giant monster made of corpses? How? Why?
Do I look like an expert on magical? Well, I can't tell you how. For the why, all I can say is he was desperate.
There is no way Hawk really could have killed the Arishok. It would have started a war with the Qunari.
I was told later that the Qunari disavowed his actions. Apparently, the Arishok didn't get permission before he attacked Kirk. When they finally sent a ship to haul the Red Dreadnought away, they just said, as far as I can tell, that's the Cune's version of an apology.
Where are the rest of Hawk's associates now?
Merrill decided to look after the elves left homeless by the fighting. She's done a pretty good job of keeping them away from the mages and Templars, so far. I guess she has plenty of practice avoiding stupid human battles with her old Dalish clan. Fenris has kept himself busy, hunting down the Tevinter slavers who came south to prey on the refugees. I'm not sure exactly where he is at the moment. You can usually follow the trail of corpses, though. Isabella went back to the raiders. She's calling herself an admiral now. I don't know if she's actually in charge or just has a really big hat. Might be the same thing, honestly. Sebastian went back to Starkhaven. I'm sure he's boring all sorts of people there. Hawk's little brother was off on some warden business near the Anderfell's border last I knew. Aveline is still guard captain. I'm pretty sure Kirkwall would fall into the sea if she quit her job. Need something?
I've read your Tale of the
That's a pretty common Need something?
The red lyrium we found at the temple seemed to upset you.
My brother Bartrand and I sort of discovered red lyrium during an expedition in the Deep Road. We located an ancient Tig, so old it barely looked dwarven. Bartrand brought it back to the surface, and, well, everything's gone downhill from there.
So what is it? Just...
The red stuff is lyrium like a dragon is a lizard. It's not just a different color. It has a whole host of weird... I've written to every mining cast house in Orzammar. No one's seen this stuff before or knows where it came from.
What makes it...
Regular lyrium can mess you up pretty badly, but you have to inject... Red lyrium messes with your mind when you're just near this. And then, it does creepy shit. I've had a few alchemists studying it in Kirkwall, in shifts.
Why do you have red lyrium?
My brother kept a sliver when he sold it. I'm pretty sure he held on to it. That little Shire drove him mad. I had him taken to a sanitarium and eventually found the fragment in his house. We brought the shit to the surface, Bartrand and I. So far, it looks like the answer is no.
If red lyrium is as dangerous...
I've heard that shit singing to me. I know better. In Orzammar, miners keep regular, non-crazy raw lyrium in special lead Actually, it's a huge secret how they're constructed. Keep surface folk from... I pulled a lot of strings and got a smith to build me 4 of them nested in... Nobody gets to study it up close for more than an hour. And they have to wait a week between shifts.
I think that's enough on...
Yeah. Need something? I'll tell you what I can.
How did the red lyrium get in the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I don't know. As far as I knew, there was only one small piece of the original idol we brought out of the Deep Roads. And it's locked in a vault in Kirkwall. One I had built by the mining caste especially to hold it. Yeah. Need something?
I want to know...
I'll tell you what...
There we go.
Need something?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
You from Ferelden? Orlais?
Free marches, born and raised in Kirkwall. And despite whatever you've heard, no, Kirkwall's not that bad.
I'm not clear on your line of work. You're a merchant?
I'm a businessman. My family has a seat in the Dwarven Merchants Guild. Merchants buy and sell goods. Businessmen buy and sell stores. In my spare time, I manage a spy network, and occasionally, I write books.
If you've run a spy network, why is Liliana our spy master?
To be honest with you, she's just a better spy master. The truly great ones can keep their distance. Me, I always wind up babysitting my informants and worrying about their families. We're in better hands with her.
You're an author? What kind of books have you written?
I've tried my hands at a few genres. My crime serials are my most popular. Hard in Hightown, guards breaking the rules to get things done. The Tale of the Champion is the most famous thing I've written, or infamous maybe. I started a romance serial once, Swords and Shields, but to be honest, most of my stories end in tragedy. Probably that says something unfortunate about me personally.
What sort of shops do you own?
Actually, we don't own shops. Auction houses, a few mercenary companies, a couple of smithies. I think most of that's my brother's doing. Bartrand had business sense. Not much tact, but loads of business sense.
How do you and Cassandra know each other?
You heard about the Kirkwall Chantry being destroyed? The guy responsible used to be a friend of mine. The Seeker had questions about that, and I had answers.
Where did you get that crossbow? I've never seen one like it.
Bianca? She's one of a kind. Funny story. I bought a salvaged ship and found her locked in a dragonbone reinforced chest in the hold. I broke 3 dozen lockpicks and blunted 9 saws opening that trunk, but it was worth it.
Who is she named for?
I can't tell you.
And the reason for that is...
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave.
Thanks.
No problem. Need something?
Cool, we're done with Varric. Yeah, we're done with Varric. That leads to the world map. They're gonna work on something special. Yeah, once we get out in the open world, this gets a little easier. We just gotta, like, you know, actually do this. I'm probably gonna grab these 2. I'm pretty sure I can do this by myself. No, I'll probably have a group with me. I want to have a group with me to be safe.
Thanks.
Oh.
For her.
Good day. Or good as it could be with the sky ripped apart.
What kind of person stays to run a shop at a time like...
The kind with These blasted demons. If I stay here, work some contacts, I can start rebuilding. Maybe, just maybe, they'll
You must speak with most
hope and fear in equal measure. No one really knows what it means when an I imagine it's no better for you. You've got my sympathies.
Can I see what...
Of course.
Okay. Not gonna be better than my Staff of the Dragon, I'm sure. Inquisition battle armor. Wait, what? Why do I have that on anyways? Hold on. Oh, you're supposed to have that on to begin with. Anyways, now we're done with the bullshit. Oh, God. Alright, so it would be better. Archer's helmets. Let's get that. We'll get the helmet for now, too. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be better. There's... Wow, that's actually, yeah. Unfortunately, as much as I like this, I can't deny that that's cunning and con. That's willpower. That's... I get a 6. I'm putting that on. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna go this way now and talk to this guy over here. Haven't been this way yet, so he's just on the other side of the wall, looks like, so that's kind of good. Holy shit.
Why we need to build siege equipment? We're not laying siege to anything.
That's an excellent point, Richard. But if someone comes to lay siege to us, perhaps it will be best for us to have some means to fight back.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Chunky, get down, please. Sage Albert. Get down. I think the same one I got on.
Who are we fighting anyway, sir? I've heard it was mages, demons. No one really knows.
There was apparently something up there by Solus that I just missed, as it were.
Make a watch over you.
Yeah, I gotta go back up by Solus. I missed something apparently. Go.
Make a watch over you.
Before we commit to going out, I'm gonna save and double check everything, if that makes sense. Okay, and there is one back here. What the fuck? Oh my days, really? Elf fruit everywhere now. It's on the other side of that wall. I don't care about it, but shit, this is sitting here though. Come on now. Yeah, I know that's up there, but Okay.
I spoke with Commander Cullen. I apologize.
Imagine there is a lot of stuff out there once we get down, but right here. Either this shit's growing back, or I just missed it. One of the two. I haven't figured out which one yet. In my luck, this shit regrowing. Looking more concerning a little bit, not gonna lie, that this elf fruit is regrowing. I don't know if that's the case or what, but
Not enough batteries to go around. Stop tearing off the bed.
that's what I'm talking about right there. Random elf fruit. And there is something back here. A random elf fruit. Only 6 more days to see how badly the new one does. Yeah, that's kind of the mood I'm getting to be honest. I mean, I hope it's gonna do good. I really do. I really do. I hope it's gonna do well. Fallout ended with New Vegas. Agreed. Factual name. W name, by the way.
Does it trouble you?
No, just for that name, that literally is legendary. Give me just a second. That's a WS name right there.
If it wasn't enough to close the breach, what use is it?
You did everything we asked of you.
And it still didn't work.
It's an amazing name.
What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Couldn't that kind of power just make things worse?
And people call me a pessimist. May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's...
Douche.
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
New one
I've
to
had
fail. They made it a
It's
nightmare of
pleasure to
mob
meet you
politics.
at last.
And
That's
of course, you know
understandable.
Sister Liliana.
I understand that.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Sage, no.
Yes. Tactfully put, Cassandra.
Pleased to meet you all.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured
I mean, I
into
love
that
the
mark.
series. I do,
Might
right?
destroy us all.
But I mean, I do see your point,
Templars
though.
could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
They still think I'm guilty.
That is not the entirety of it any longer. Some are calling you, a mage, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options, Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing.
Hey,
They
baby.
have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste,
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading,
which we have not.
the point is everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
It's a little unsettling.
I'm sure the Chantry would agree.
Get down.
People are
Down.
desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign.
And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
I don't even consider the new one of Dragon Age game. Most OG devs left after leaving a competent modern Bioware to make this new one. I agree. Like, I noticed, like, I was talking about it because this is, like, I'm not going to beat this one, but I'm playing through Dragon Age pretty much until Veilguard comes out. Give me a sec. Until Veilguard comes out. Sorry. You can, like, see, like, Origins is still peak for me. Like the original Dragon Age. 2 is okay for what it is. I just beat that yesterday. This is something. That's what I'll say about Inquisition. Veilguard, I've been intentionally staying away from too much spoilers, but from what I understand, it's pretty bad too. No touch. Leave it alone. Sorry, I got my kiddo right here. Yeah, it's just a little googling. It'll be all right. Yeah. That's my sister-in-law. No, but I mean, I agree wholeheartedly that, you know, Dragon Age has just changed a lot over the years. Some for the good, some for the better.
Will the Chantry attack us?
With what? They have only words at their disposal.
And yet, they may bury us with them.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could